Hi, this is 𝐁𝐎 from 𝐕𝐃𝐍𝐄𝐒.
This is Dan from Vagabond Awake.
In today's video, we want to talk about my first impressions of Metro Manila, Makati.
Yeah.
Is it your first time to Manila?
No, I was here in maybe 2009 or 10.
So you don't have a right to talk about first impression.
True, it's my second impression.
So my first impression is when I arrived in the airport, I was so excited. It's been 2 years we're leaving out of Philippines and we wanted to come back and see the beautiful water.
Yeah.
So we landed, we ordered a Grab car, and when we come out from the airport, it's so traffic and it's kind of dirty and dark and you know.
The view from the freeway wasn't that good. Was
yeah, and then it's like, and we arrive in the hotel and it's like, okay, fine, that's all. I think I will stay here for only 2 nights, that's all. And then we had to go to other place.
Exactly, that was our plan. Manila was just our landing spot. And we booked a couple nights because we didn't know for sure, you know, you're worried, am I going to get through immigration or not? We got through and we were planning on leaving soon. But
for sure we will get through the immigration. You will not get through the immigration. We booked the first 2 nights just because we want to be searching the place that we want to stay when we on the ground.
Yeah.
Yes. So the hotel we booked is in a very nice area, and also the hotel is very clean.
Yeah, it was very clean and it was priced right. It had a lot of space.
Yeah, it's quite big
and it
space.
turned out to be a nice neighborhood. It wasn't like an upscale neighborhood. It was just like a nice upper middle class neighborhood.
Yes, that's right. So then after that, we put out our thing. We come out for a walk to go to find our food, and slowly we walk around the neighborhood. It's like, wow, I fall in love to Manila.
Yeah, it was a nice neighborhood we were in.
Yeah, and it have a building structure, you know, it's a little bit like a Bangkok mixed with Vietnam.
Yeah, it has those skinny tall buildings, which generally means the land's worth a lot, so they build up.
Yeah.
The places were, you know, with plants and, you know, people painted, and it was a nice little neighborhood.
It's just like you were inside there, it's like there's like part of the Vietnam, and because it's a skinny building, and part of it like Bangkok because they have that cute little like a restaurant and a coffee shop on that neighborhood.
Yeah,
it's very nice. And like okay.
And there was restaurants that were walkable nearby, and there was like a 7-Eleven right around the corner, and there was a dive bar that we went into.
We went into the dive bar.
Yeah,
it's a cute dive bar in our neighborhood, and the roads in that neighborhood is nice.
Yeah,
it have like a light on the left.
Yeah, I'd never seen that before. It's almost like you were when you landed in an airplane. They have those white lot at night when you land. They had those on the sides of the street, which I was surprised to see.
And it's very convenient to go all around the Manila. So we stay in our hotel on that for the 2 nights.
Yeah, for 2 nights.
I already fall in love after that when I walk out to find the food, you know. And then the next one, we came to this building, which is
this is our second place we stayed.
And it's like, wow.
This is really nice area. Yeah.
It's like, wow. The building, because we can go to the rooftop to see the view. It's 360 view.
Yeah, you can walk all the way around the rooftop and look at the whole city. And the area that we're in is called Makati. And it's one of the nicer areas of Manila, and we're in a high-rise here with a pool and a gym, and it's done very well. And there's just a lot to do here, lots of restaurants, and it's full of malls. Like you go 10 blocks or even just 5 in any direction, there's another mall.
And the one thing is very happy for you.
What's that?
Vegetarian restaurants.
Oh yeah, a lot of vegetarian choices. Not just pure vegetarian, but restaurants that have vegetarian dishes and meat. So 𝐁𝐎 and I are both happy.
Yeah, so we went to like the vegetarian dishes. They have a Japanese food and they have a Korean food. But for non-vegetarian people, like a meat eater, actually in our building here, they have a lot of Korean barbecue, Japanese restaurant, Asian food, Western food. It just, you walk out from your condo, you would see all around. And
you don't even have to take a taxi anywhere.
No.
I mean, like, if you talk about Western food, America we export a lot of our worst foods. No offense if you love these, but like McDonald's and Kentucky Fried Chicken and Pizza Hut and all this kind of thing, Domino's Pizza, it's all within a block or two here.
Yes.
And yeah, and so we went to across the street, since now we have a refrigerator, I don't know if you can see it or not, just to buy some stuff because we have to do some research about the Philippines. And so we won't want to be leaving every 5 minutes to get food. And we went into this mall and it had this Army, was it Army Navy?
I don't know about the restaurants, but
the name of the place, yeah. Anyway, they had burgers there and they were just delicious.
Yeah, they have a meat burger, beef burger, chicken burger, and a plant-based burger.
Yeah, plant-based, and it was really delicious.
Oh, very delicious.
Super good.
It's better than the Burger King plant-based burger.
Yeah,
it is
way
true.
better, way better.
It's way better.
Yeah.
And we also have the Japanese vegetarian dish.
Yeah, it was a Japanese restaurant, and they've also had some Vietnamese dishes, a couple Chinese dishes.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's a good news for vegetarian or vegan here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no shortage of food choices in Manila, certainly not in the Makati area. And so it's been really nice.
And the 7-Eleven, the small grocery store everywhere. And we can just walk to the Family Mart. We walk there, buy a $1 beer. They open for you on the counter, sit on the chair and the table over there, and drink your beer for $1 with the AC.
One day, yeah, and the bar she mentioned, it was a bar, so they have to charge a little more because they're not selling everything else.
Yeah.
And they weren't that expensive either, like $1.50 for a beer or something, weren't they?
Yes, $1.50 for a beer.
Yeah, and so the prices are right. It's easy, a very easy town, and I would say this Makati area is. It's kind of a bubble, what I would call an expat bubble.
Yes,
usually.
it is.
Very green, there's parks, and it's not a lot of, more family-style restaurants and stuff, so it's an upper scale area. Mm-hmm. But we're only here for a few days before we head off into the Philippines, and Chung found a really good deal online, so we thought, let's just stay here.
Yeah, so we have experienced two different kind of neighborhoods here. One is a more like a local neighborhood, which is, I love that neighborhood more because it's very interesting. People are very friendly, very friendly. You walk, they say good morning to you, you wave them, It's surprised to me because I never think that people in a big city, they are that friendly.
Friendly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well said. I mean, an area like Makati in the Philippines, you really don't know whether you're in Bangkok or in Hong Kong.
Oh yeah, you don't know. You
could be, or New York. I mean, New York's a little different because the buildings are older, but these are all new buildings, so you could just be anywhere in the world. But when you get to this, like a real Filipino area with, restaurants and local life, you really realize you're in the Philippines, and so it was more interesting in that way.
Yeah, it's more interesting in that way. But the next few days we will go to explore the local neighborhood, which is I saw in online they are selling the package that there's local people bring you to see the neighborhood. But Daniel want to do it himself.
Yeah, I like to do research and decide where to go and read about where I'm going.
Yeah.
It brings a culture to life for me when I do that sort of reading rather than just follow someone around who's briefly talking about it. So that's my style. But it's on Airbnb. They have these experiences now, they call them. You can just go take an experience if you don't want to do any research yourself.
Yeah, it's good because I saw that it's very interesting. It's something like a Vietnam in the Ho Chi Minh, that kind of nightlife, a lot of food that you taste, the wet markets. It's something like Bangkok also. So it's very interesting. I love it.
So we'll be doing that over the next few days and sharing that with you. The cool thing about warmer places in the world is they come alive at night. They have this concept of siesta in hot parts of the world where people work in the morning. In the hot part of the day, people kind of hide indoors from the heat, but then at night they come out and play. And Manila is one of those towns. So
yeah, so we were going to be explore their nightlife as well, which is very interesting. Wow, so that is my first impression about Manila. I love it with all the high-rise. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's nice to see. I mean, last time I was here, you just didn't have these huge high rises and stuff, and there wasn't as much money here. And so Manila's kind of coming alive internationally, I would say.
Yes.
And so if it's nice to have that option when you're in a country. Sometimes whether friends are visiting or whatever, it's nice to go to the big city and spend a few bucks and shop and do that kind of thing.
And also they also have the the cashless payment, which is like in Malaysia. Also, we are doing all the big city in Asia. They are doing like that. That means you are paying by your phone. Everything is key on the phone. You can use the Grab Pay. It's more easy because Grab car is like Uber kind of thing to running around Manila. By the way, the Grab car is already bought the Uber, so that is only Grab. Yeah,
Grab's what it's called here.
Yes.
Yeah, when we were walking around Makati, I mean, there's just like it's more green than I remember, and there's like in the parks they have like koi fish ponds and some of the buildings different. It's not just like all glass high rises. There's different age buildings, a different architecture, and so it's a very nice place to walk around and see the different restaurants and the way people are living and the different levels that people can live in a place like Manila. And it's quite safe, I would say, Makati.
Makati is a safer area for the tourists who come to Manila.
Yeah, there's a lot of, you see CCTV and security guards everywhere.
Yes.
But, we've never been attacked or had trouble anywhere in the Philippines. We keep our street smarts around us, so it's not that big a difference for us. But some people that are new, haven't been to a country, worry about that kind of thing.
Yes. So that is our video today. So tell us, have you been to Manila and what do you think about Manila, or which part of area that have you been? And stay tuned for our next video about this area.
Yeah, so that's Manila, Makati area, and we're going to tour you all around the Philippines. So make sure to like,
comment, and subscribe.
And hit the
ring,
the bell.
Yeah.
Hit the bell, because then you'll know when a video pops up and you can decide to watch it or not. See you later. Bye-bye.